What is going on, everyone? Thank you for checking out the video today. We are here in Kissimmee, Florida, at a place called Pioneer Village at Shingle Creek. Very, very cool place already, and we have barely even explored. They have a bunch of buildings here that were original. They were relocated from the Osceola County area, and we're gonna explore today. This looks like a great place to bring your family and just enjoy some history and just some fun being out in the sunshine and the beautiful air. So let's investigate. And before we even get started, they gave us a map, and I want to show you. Sorry, it's a little windy today, but the underlined buildings and things on here, those are the ones that were relocated. They're original, and I'm noticing the water tower is an original one. So let's go check it out. You ready, Veronica?
I am ready. Hi, guys. I'm so ready to explore this place. It looks really cute. Doesn't
it look beautiful?
Yeah,
it looks beautiful, quaint, and this is right up my alley. I love this kind of stuff. They got, look at this little tiny, it's like a little tiny water tower. Oh my gosh, that's really tiny. So they have, like, you know, information about it right here. This is where it was back in the day.
And then do a little overview right
here. Oh yeah, let's give you guys an overview so you can see. It's like almost like a little tiny town around here.
And as you guys see, it's not too many people here.
No, and what is it? Today's Tuesday?
Yes.
A Tuesday. It was $8 to get in for adults, just to let you know. Also, it was $4 for kids 4 to 12. Anybody under 4 and under, or under 4, is free. So the Toho Water Authority, man, I love how they, you know, they don't paint it, they keep it original. That's wild. All right, so we got up on the platform here, and no, we're not waiting for the train, right? Because the train ain't coming.
So this one is an original building?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Right on
some of them are, some of them are replicas.
It's the underlined ones. So the train depot, this is just a reproduction.
Okay.
See that? So all the black underlined ones are originals, but they reproduced this right here. Look at this. It looks like a little train station.
No.
Oh no.
My map.
She dropped the map. Careful crossing the train tracks.
Don't do that so bad.
But this is cool. I love, I know it's a reproduction, but it just gives you the idea kind of how it was back then. Let me zoom in over here, because they don't let you cross this line. You know, they don't want people messing around, but they got the little typewriter over there. You got to type up some tickets for the train. This is really cool, man. I didn't even know this place existed until this morning. All right, let's see what's on the other side in here. Okay, you just got a little room with some seating. And look, if you need to warm yourself by the little tiny wood fire. Now we're going to the blacksmith shop. Did you need anything, Veronica, made at the blacksmith shop? Are you good for now?
I'm good for now.
Hey, you good for now?
I got my stuff yesterday.
Oh, that's right. You stopped at the other blacksmith down the road. So this is another reproduction, but it just gives you the idea of you know, a blacksmith's work, work area. You got to stoke the fire, right? You got to stoke the fire.
Those stools, that's pretty cool.
That is cool, and the anvil. But I've always, you know, seen movies and documentaries about blacksmithing, and man, what a job that is. What a job. You gotta be a real muscle man, you know what I mean?
You do. That thing must be so heavy.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're dealing in metal, you know?
Heavy metal?
Heavy metal, man. I like it. Heavy metal. So the lady, super nice inside, because you know where you go and pay, super nice. But she just said, hey, she said, you can do whatever you want. She said, but the best way to go about it is to start over near the train tracks, and you make your way around. And what she said was, you're gonna see the poor to the rich, like the progression of like, so obviously the blacksmith wasn't making a bunch of money because he's working his tail off. And it just shows you the less expensive type buildings and areas up to the fancy hoity-toity ones. So, but let's see, what do we got right up here?
Okay, so this one is the James Tyson.
James C. Tyson, a Florida cracker. I don't know what that means. Florida cracker families. I guess they make crackers? Oh, what is a cracker? Crackers generally used to describe the culture or persona of Southern pioneers. So Southern pioneers were called crackers.
Huh, that makes sense, kind of.
I guess. I've never heard that term. Let me see the map, because I don't know if this building, so this is, they're calling this Casa Tyson.
Casa.
Literally Casa. It's House Tyson.
So they
Tyson
used to
house.
call it Casa Tyson. Well, it's called Casa Tyson.
Yeah, I get. But this is another one of those reproductions, but it still looks cool. So let's go see how the Tyson family hung out in their little home.
And this one is also a reproduction.
It's a reproduction. Yes.
Okay.
Well, at least they got a nice little porch. Look, this is where you whittle wood back in the day. Anytime I see a rocker, it's a wood whittling rocker.
That was hard to say.
It really was hard to say. A wood whittling rocker. And not like a rocker, but look in here. Oh my gosh. That is too cool, man. I wish we could go in here, but at least we can actually peer in. You see like the little ironing table, and they got a little crib over there too. One of those old school like little rocker cribs.
Wow, yeah.
But this shows you it's not huge. You know what I mean? Like this is not a big space. So back in the day, you can see why families would gather around the fire, kind of like a TV, tell stories and just hang out. Man, I love this stuff. So cool. I'd live here. Outside of the house here, I just wanted to go back here. And if you hear some lawn mowing, they are mowing the lawn and stuff like that. I don't know how the audio will be, but look, like in the middle of the night, you get thirsty, you need some water. Oh, does it work? Come on. Oh.
We didn't pay the water bill.
We did not. No, the Tyson family.
Oh, that Tyson.
They did not pay the water bill. How dare they? I just wanted to go around back just to see if you can see any more in here. Okay, we got a closed door, but they got their little porch back here. That's cute. What a cute little house. This space is gigantic, man. I love it.
And just plus, it's a perfect day.
It is we picked a great day. It's probably like 75, little bit of breeze going on. So that's cool. All right, let's see. This is obviously a church. I'm just gonna keep telling you guys whether they're reproductions or not.
This is not. Oh, hold on.
This is a reproduction. If it's got a black underlying.
The Tyson house was a real one.
Oh my gosh. I lied.
Drew was looking at the other
that's
side.
why, because there was two sides to it. I am so sorry, everybody.
The Tyson house.
So that was originally built and relocated here. My bad. I thank you for correcting me on that. But the church is not, as you can see, it's not underlined. And I don't know about you guys. Ooh. I love old churches. You know, I know it's a reproduction, but I like the old school style churches are way cool. And we can actually go in. Yes. This is going to be awesome. All right. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. What a nice reproduction, right? Look at the windows. Oh my God. And they must be running AC in here because it is very comfortable. And I don't think back in the day they had AC.
No, I don't. Oh yeah, maybe they have AC, but it's nice.
What do you think, huh? So this, this is like the type of church people would come in and, back in the day, not gigantic because, people had, I'm not sure what the towns were back then, maybe let's say 400 people. I don't know. maybe even less.
I love the chairs, like the details.
Oh yeah,
The
no, I
chairs
know.
are beautiful.
And these doors, how do you feel? I always love like I don't even know what shape you call it, but like pointed doors at the top. It has a vibe. It has a look, you know. Yeah, look at the sunlight coming in from the chair.
That's gonna be a pretty picture.
Show you guys the cool window on the way out. That's awesome. I love that stained glass thing that like just back in the day, that must have created, you know, that like, I don't know, heavenly feeling, the light, you know, all that stuff. We're gonna head out behind the church because we did see this while we were walking into the church, which I just thought was interesting. I'm gonna have to look at the map because I'm not, honestly, if this is just like, it must be a reproduction because there's no names on it.
Yeah, it's just
Okay, I wasn't sure because you never know. I'm trying to give you guys, you know, pertinent information. But yeah, little cemetery back here. We're over here, I guess these are called chickee huts. The Seminole tribe of Florida, you know, like this was the huts that they built, you know, probably to, you know, cook and all that kind of stuff. And it does say that these were built by a member of the Seminole tribe of Florida.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so like hand thatched and all that stuff. Wow. These are amazing, are they not?
Yes, they are.
Look at
That's the perfection.
the perfection of this is crazy. Like
even here. Look at the
oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. And to keep the rain out, like that's always mind blowing to me. Like that's gotta be, they gotta tighten that thing up and make sure you're not getting poured on with all the rain. And I think I saw a picture over there where they were like working on benches, like with fish and all that kind of stuff as well. You know, because they got to have it at the level, at the level to work on. But man, Veronica was just talking about like how many layers it must be for you know, all the huts when they're putting the roof on, and which begs the question, how long does it take for them to build, you know, one of these structures? Because there's a lot of work that goes in, man. That's awesome. This stuff, I geek out about this stuff. I love the history, and I do. Yeah. It's right up my alley. And I'm so happy that I found this place.
I know, it's
right?
learning with Drew.
Learning with Drew. And I'm trying to give you guys, you know, the correct information. There's a lot of information, so we have to, like, you know, stop the video, look it up, because we've never been here, so. But now we're coming up on the, what is it called? The cow camps? Just one building, yes. So let's check out some cow camps. And so I gotta tell you guys, Veronica's like, seriously, Drew? Seriously? So earlier I was talking about the Casa Tyson, and I was also like, wow, that's great. They were Spanish.
Like Iglesia, like
Iglesia.
Spanish.
So on the map, apparently. So for any of you Spanish-speaking folks out there, they have a side for English and a side for Spanish. And I was reading the Spanish side, so I apologize. But I mean, maybe I'm just practicing my Spanish.
Oh, we're learning more.
You guys are learning more, you know? If you didn't know casa means house, now you do. This is another reproduction, just so you guys know. And this is a cow camp. It kind of is self-explanatory. I was reading up a little bit, but basically it's where they put the cows in, you know? But I don't think they had too many cows over here.
No, they escape.
Oh, you're right. Somebody let the gate open. Veronica, was that you?
It wasn't me.
Did you leave the gate open? I know I didn't.
But here they teach you how to like do knocks.
Oh, you got it over there too. Yeah. Okay. So like they show you how to tie a cow hitch. That's kind of cool. Let's see, you think you can do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Yay, she made a knot. That's not how you do it. All right, let's keep this moving. Let's go check out the house that's right next to the church. We're gonna head over now to, it's the sugar press, boiling shed, barn, working yard, and Lenir house over this way. And my gosh, you could have a picnic.
You can play wiffle ball.
You could, yeah, I don't know if they allow that.
I know,
But I mean,
you have enough room here. To
no,
like,
you do.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking picnic, you know?
yeah, picnic too.
Bring some food, some snacks. And I'll tell you what I really like too with this place is look at the walking path. It's not paved. It kind of feels like you're back, you know, a couple hundred years ago, you know?
Well, we're back, Drew. Did you notice my shirt?
Oh my gosh, we went back to the future.
Yes.
Who knew? Who knew? So this is the sugar press. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look at some videos, but obviously they're crushing or pressing the sugar.
The sugar cane.
The sugar cane. I'm trying to see if this had a date on it, because this looks really, really old. Always keep bottom boxes filled with oil.
Wow.
That's what it says. Yeah, look at that, man. Look at those gears in there. And not Richard gear, but like regular gears. So they, as far as I know, they crush, you know, press the sugar, and then over here is the boiling shed where they boil down the sugar.
Come on, buddy. Hey, come on, buddy.
Hey, look at this
You
guy.
like massage.
Hey, what's
Enjoy.
up, dude? Thank you.
Hey, Buster.
What's
Hey,
up, dude?
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Hey. Oh my God. Hey. Hey, Buster. Hey, Buster. What's up, dude? Ah, you are too cute. Hi. Hi. You like that? Yeah?
They
Look at
are
this guy.
adorable.
Look at you. Having a good day? Of course you're having a good day. It's beautiful weather out, right? You like the little nose massages? And guys, we just found out that this guy, his name is Buster, and he was named after a local painter, I guess. Right?
You are adorable.
You are so cute, man.
You want to say hi to the people?
Say hi.
Meh.
He's like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy looking awesome. I love animals. As soon as I see an animal, I gotta pet it. I gotta pet it. But this is another reproduction barn. So of course they have the stables and whatnot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So that is a cow.
That's a cow. Not a real one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but.
Ooh.
Ooh, so we're going to be going into the Lenir house, and it is underlined, which means that it is not a reproduction. This was actually moved over to this location. So let's go inside. Let's investigate. All right. What do we have over here? This where they just hang out? Oh, you know what? This is where they brew up
They were
their
the good stuff.
yeah, they brew up their potions, you know? You know? Maybe. But here, let's see what this is all about. So this is the working yard.
Oh, okay.
I guess so. Wash house. Okay, so that's a wash house. So that's where they had to go and get washed up while people waited outside. There must have been a big line because there's a lot of seating out there. We got chickens. We got chickens.
Oh
What's
my
up,
God.
guys? Hey.
I'll be here making sure I don't get attacked. Are there chickens or rooster, honey? I think the one inside is a rooster, so
Well, I feel like if
be
they were.
careful. Oh, that's
I don't know.
a rooster.
Yeah. That's a
He's
rooster.
beautiful, though.
Roosters are known for not being the kindest.
Oh, he's looking at you. Hi.
What's up, dude?
I can back up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, though.
He's
Like,
pretty, but
He's looking at us
Yeah.
very.
Yeah. I don't trust him.
Hold on.
I've never met a rooster I ever trusted. I'm telling you. They're a little They're a little aggressive, you know? And I think he knows I'm talking about him, so I should probably stop talking about him. Let's go in the house.
Yeah, let's go to the house. Okay. Just very carefully going to the house. Yeah, we're fine. We're just
fine. Oh,
babies. We're just babies.
No, but I wasn't even scared of the
Me
rooster.
neither. I'm fine.
I wasn't even worried about it. Bing, 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 bing. Dinner time, everybody. I wonder how far that would, like, you know, project out, because obviously they're gonna crank on that thing for dinner time, and I wonder how far you could go out, because people must have missed dinner time, you know?
Maybe not.
They're out gallivanting, doing their thing. Ooh, they already have food. Speaking of dinner, they've already got food waiting for us. Look at that. Is that roast beef? No, wait, no, that's a honey ham. That's a honey ham.
Some fresh veggies.
Stuff like this always gets me, like, just really excited about the fact that this is original. Like, of course, the reproductions are cool, but, like, this is originally made years ago, man. Years and years ago. I don't know about the table and stuff, but obviously the structure. Look at that stove. Oh, see, they got their coffee pot. You can't live without coffee. Gotta have your coffee. But how cool is this? How cool is this? So let's walk around the...
Okay, so that was the kitchen.
That was the kitchen. Well, oh my goodness, look, you got the seats out here. You got your view. Kids could play in the yard. Your animals can run amok.
We got the rooms in here.
Oh, okay. So over there was the kitchen that we just showed you guys. And this is their little bedroom.
That's so crazy.
I know. Look how old that chest is. It looks pretty darn old. It's like a blast from the past, you know? And just think, in 100 years, 200 years, people are gonna be seeing places that we lived at and stuff, you know what I mean? Veronica found the fireplace.
Another room here.
Oh, they must have listened to some popping tunes on that
thing. This is the
thing.
teenager room.
You're right,
You know,
yep.
the one that goes to like high school and listen to the music.
Yep, and look, they're reading about cattle in their book. Look at this. This is
There's a
crazy.
bed behind the...
There's a bed, and there's also, just to let you guys know, there's a bedpan. Because nobody wants to get up in the middle of the night and go to the restroom.
Wow.
That is cool. Just got to get washed up here in the basin, in the wash basin, after touching Buster. But it's so wild, like stuff we take for granted, like running water, for example. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But don't worry, guys. I know everybody's like, where's the dessert, Drew? We got pies in here. Look at that. We got some pies.
It looks like a pecan.
A pecan pie, and I'm going to say the other one's apple.
Apple, yeah.
The other
it
one
looks
has
like
to
an
be apple because apple's delicious. God,
Wow,
look at
this house is nice. Have
It-
three
no-
rooms.
Yeah, it's getting a little more fancy, it feels like. My gosh. Another bedpan. I love that they put the bedpans there.
They
That's
all
too
have
funny.
one.
Yep. Look at the floorboards. My gosh. Those are old. And the nails they put in there, too. Those nails, you know where those nails were probably made?
Of what?
Over at the Blacksmith. See how everything's connected? It's connected. This is just the back side of the kitchen, but they were, you know, back in the day, making butter. And they've got 3 brooms over there. I'm thinking maybe hocus pocus, you know?
Oh,
3
wow.
3 brooms for 3 witches. So cool. And they've got their country ham. That's okay. So they have a backup ham in case they run out of the one on the table. Here's a little exterior shot of the house. And the reason why I'm showing you this is just to give you an idea. Look how far off the ground this thing is raised. You know? Like, that's not even touching the ground. So it's just up on, because you gotta, you know, rain here in Florida, it would demolish the floor. So you got to have them beams. It's interesting, different building styles in different geographic locations, you know? Like I'm from Maine, for those of you that maybe this is your first video on our channel that you've watched, but I'm from Maine originally, and I didn't realize when we moved down to Florida that they don't have basements.
Oh,
I had no idea they had no basements. I'm like, what do you mean? And then it all made sense when I saw our first real Florida rainfall. So I just love this. I love the history. It's exciting, you know? It's like being able to peer back in time. Because not all buildings obviously get preserved and saved. Now it's time to head back into town, right?
Oh yeah.
We got
John, sit down.
we got to go head back into town. This is so cool.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually more like a little town with a general store.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a ghost town almost. You know, it's kind of has that ghost town vibe. This place is awesome. We're not even done, but I'm just telling you guys, I highly recommend you coming over here for the price and just the coolness. Totally worth it. Now this right here is called a packing house. What it is it basically gets all the fruit ready to sell at market. You know, they separate the fruit and whatnot. Yeah, they process it.
Oh wow.
Lots of cool machinery. And it's sad but cool at the same time, like to see all this old machinery that's just not used anymore. You know what I mean? Just because it's been upgraded, but that's what makes it cool to check out, you know?
Where we used to get a fresh fruit.
Yes, fresh off the tree, oranges and everything. And to let you guys know, this is also a reproduction. And Veronica goes, wow, it looks a little beat up. And I'm like, well, that's that, they're reproducing it to give it that, you know, pretty much worn down look. But yeah, I never even knew what a packing house is. We know now. See, we're learning.
We're learning together.
We're learning together, and that's what it's all about. It's all about learning. We're getting into the hoity-toity, person has a little bit more money here. This is called the Cadman complex, and it is, this is original. It was actually not a reproduction. Over here is the little bunkhouse, is what it's called. It doesn't look like you can get in, but I wonder if we can see through the window. Oh wait, no, you can go in. I take that back. You can go in.
You can't.
Well, not go in, but you can actually, see inside of it. But yeah, this is a little bunkhouse for visitors maybe that travel by horse and buggy, and they need a little night's rest. It's a cool little bunkhouse. Got your stove over there, and there's 3 beds lined up. So this is the a little more wealthy type folks. Got a little wash basin over there. Zoom enhance. So, and then I always wonder when I, stuff, this is not the reproduction, and I'm like, I wonder the stories that were told in this bunkhouse. I wonder the games they played and just the folks, what their lives were like that stayed here, That stuff always intrigues me. Now it's time to check out the big complex,
That's
right?
a big one.
This is a biggie. It's a biggie.
Maybe have like a sunroom, that's what they call it? Or
over here?
No, over here. What they call it?
Yeah, what a breezeway, I think is what it's called.
Breezeway?
Yeah.
Oh.
Breezeway. Well, it's because, when you got money, you can have a breezeway. What is this in here? This is like a little, I don't even know, just a hangout space? Oh, they got a
little kitchen.
Yeah, let me enhance over there. Got a little kitchen there. Get all your, products on the shelf there. And then I saw this. I wonder what is that? Is it like a keg or something?
No idea.
I think it's like a keg. Yeah, you come out here. Maybe they made the food on the table. Maybe this is where they did food prep. I'm wondering.
It looks like a kitchen
For the
with
main
a
house.
dining room to me.
Well, maybe you're right.
Like a table, a stove, a counter.
Counter and whatnot. We don't even know. But I'm just gonna say that was where they, got their food prep maybe
I
for
say
dinner.
that's a kitchen.
She says it's a kitchen.
I say that's a kitchen, but a little
and you're
dining.
probably right. You're probably
like a little
right.
kitchen, because they're not gonna have the kitchen inside the big home.
Maybe they do that. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Or the servers room, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
service
like,
room.
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so the owners of the house
Yep.
eat in the big dining room.
Right.
And then, the
And
servers
then
eat,
the folks over there. Yes, the help has to eat over there,
Like in the movies.
just like in the movies. And see, also, you know how, they have more money over here? They have screens
Yeah,
for
they
the mosquitoes.
Have that sunroom.
Yeah.
No, it's not sun.
Breezeway, sunroom, we don't even know. We're just gonna agree to disagree, I guess. So this is one of the bedrooms, yeah.
A fancy room.
Very fancy. And it's got that old wood home smell, doesn't it?
Yes.
And of course, a bedpan. Because nobody wants to get up in the middle of the night. Got another bedroom here. Got a little sun hat. This is definitely it feels like a little tighter of a room. So maybe the kids' room? My gosh, man. Oh, there is a dining room over there. We're gonna have to go over on the other side and check it out. They got another bedroom here.
Oh, they do.
A little small one though. I was saying like maybe for the kids or something, The parents get the big one, kids get the smaller one. Let's go in. Let's see what's, oh my gosh. Holy cow. Look at this living room.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, wow. And you can tell from the other, dwellings that we showed you guys, like how tight those were. And like, this is just their living room. Like the other places, this would be their whole home. Like just this area right here would be their entire home. And my gosh, back then maybe fit 10 people in it, Hey, they got my hats.
That's amazing.
This is how the wealthy lived back in the day. And here's that dining room. Like look at their setup.
Oh, that's a nice setup.
And this is also about the size of some of the houses, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, they got their fine china. Oh yeah.
Very pretty.
Got their porcelain. Got their really, really expensive porcelain.
And they're China.
They're china. Another little porch breezeway here.
Look at their porch.
I know, all screened in. Very, very fancy, right? I gotta try. I want to sit down. Let's see. You're just kind of hanging out here. Oh yeah, got a nice little view of the church, right? You can watch the church, and then you could just yell over to the Tyson family. You know what I mean? Hey, you guys want to come over for dinner? This is cool. This is the luxurious life right here. I mean, look at Veronica. Just living her best life right now. Oh, pinky's up. Pinky's up. Another perk of living right in that location would be that you have the schoolhouse and the general store right across the way. Just to let you know, these two buildings are reproductions. So that's what those are. They're not legit, but they are very, very beautifully built. This looks like a general store. Let's
check the prices.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see if they got any bevies in here. Let's see if they got a bevy in here. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's so old school. Like you come in to get your grains. Not grains, coffee beans.
Coffee. I knew I had to be some better.
I knew I liked this store. I knew this store was legit. Yeah, just back in the day, you get your canned, vegetables and stuff like that. You get your fresh fruit. That was over at the packaging, right? Over at the packaging place. What is that up there? Is that colored pencils?
Yes. I was guessing. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then they got, your seeds. They've got thread for sewing.
You notice that? This is like the game section.
Oh.
So
let me
coloring.
enhance it. Okay.
You got some jacks.
Oh, those are pickup sticks.
Yes.
That's what those are. Those are pickup sticks. They got jacks. They got marbles there.
A yo-yo.
The top, a yo-yo.
That's
okay.
awesome.
I see it.
We have everything here.
They do have everything here. Everything that we can need,
Everything.
They've even got saddles. So you better saddle up. Ba-doom-cha. No, but it's really interesting. Just a fact about me. I grew up watching a show called The Waltons. Some of you might know, some of you might not, but it was back in like the Depression era was when it was. But I always, whenever I see like these old stores, where they have like fabric, it always reminds me of The Waltons. Just because that was, part of, the Waltons was the general store, it's where everybody met and got all their goods. And apparently,
This is amazing.
it's the post office. What?
This is how you text your friends.
This is how you text your friends back in the day. But unfortunately, they're closed right now. That's cool. This is from, okay, so it looks like this, well, at least the metal, the metal pieces are legit because that's coming from Baltimore, Maryland. So they had it shipped. Obviously, somebody bought this, but that is so cool, man. Come in to turn your dial and check your mail, the outgoing mail. Look at that. Oh,
This is awesome.
that is really cool.
And this was made.
Oh.
Wow.
So made by the Postal Manufacturing Company of Maryland, these original mailboxes served the Nicosi community from the 1880s, to the 1940s.
That's insane.
Just a little bit, dog. What? What?
Yes.
That is funny. Oh my gosh. I want to see if I can see around there. They got some lanterns in case you guys need to buy some lanterns. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I think this is my favorite building that I've been in.
Favorite,
it really is. I love the general store
You need to see that cashier.
setup. Oh my gosh.
Like, look at the.
Let me see if I can get over here. Yeah, oh yeah, the old,
amazing.
the old buttons, the old.
So you press there, how many cents?
And of course, it made that cha-ching, like the bell. It made noises like they did back in the day. And I missed this little glass here. See, these are the fancy hats that the house that we were just at. They must have been coming in here to buy that. All the expensive stuff is in the glass. This is so awesome, man.
I love how they used to get everything in just one little store in your town.
Uh-huh.
Like you get your sewing stuff, your line.
Yeah, it's like
everything,
it's like a super Walmart of the time because everything you needed, that's where you got it, Like you get your maybe soda bottles or whatever you're making for a bevy. Now we're heading to the Parton House, which is an original. This is another one that got relocated here. It also is where you get your tickets to come into this awesome place and a little gift shop type area. So we're gonna go in there, show you guys the building, show you some of the cool stuff. So let's head on in. Okay, where is Veronica?
I made some friends.
You made some friends?
I actually thought they were real people from far away.
That looks like the popcorn guy, doesn't it? That looks like the popcorn
Would you like
guy.
some popcorn?
Would you like some popcorn? That's cool, though.
Yes.
give you some more information, you know, Osceola Village, Lenir Farm Stand, all that. Those are the
Yeah.
frontier communities.
Wow.
A lot of info here. Here is the Parton House. As you can tell, it's got a big sign out, Pioneer Village at Shingle Creek. This is gonna be where you go get your tickets. And also
A gift shop.
Little gift shop. And look, they've got some checkers out here in case you guys want to play some checkers. All right, let's go inside and check it out. Like I said, you know, you got a little gift shop type area. Ooh, they got magnifying glasses. That's cool. Everybody needs to watch out. Veronica has a slingshot. That is great. I want to hold it. Okay,
That's
yeah.
a good one, too.
That is a good one. That's like nice and light. It's got a cowboy boot on it with a cowboy hat. So yeah, they've got a bunch of cool different type stuff. Some bracelets. Looks like, what is that? That's it. You get a wax candle, strudel and spice. That sounds like it must smell delicious. And Veronica was like, look at this little guy. Look at him. That's adorable. And look, let's test out the mug. They know what they're doing here. Look at that.
Yeah,
4-finger handled mug. That's what it's all about. Also, if you want to get a cool t-shirt, I thought this is really cool. Osceola brand. You got the citrus fruit, the natives in the canoe. And Kissimmee, or Kissimmee, however you want to pronounce it, to really make your trip to Florida. If you're not from Florida, you got to get some orange something or some flamingos. Look at this little flamingo. That is too cute. Oh, and they got orange fizzy bath salts. So I got myself some honey sticks because they're delicious. So they have the honey sticks, but check this out. You get a handmade forged nails made by a real blacksmith. How cool is that? That's awesome. $5. You got yourself a little blacksmith souvenir. Well, now, wasn't that an amazing time?
It was. I'm so glad we made it here today.
Seriously, this absolutely filled me up with happiness.
Yes.
I love this sort of stuff. I love the history, and it's like a ghost town.
Yes.
This is a hidden gem.
Yes.
This is an absolute
And
hidden
it's
gem.
not that far from the Orlando area. You need to make it here if you come to vacation in Central Florida.
Yes, absolutely. Make your way here. Like I said, $8. $8 for tickets. Kids that are 4 to 12, $4, and any kids under 4 are free. And
there's plenty of room for the little ones that run around and learn
and just have a good time. We did learn. We did learn some things. We found out what a packing shed, I think it was.
Packing house.
Or packing house. Excuse
It's
me.
where you process the food.
Where you process the fruit, which I didn't know. I didn't know. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, which we hope you did, we hope you hit that subscribe and watch some more of our stuff. We go around Florida. We do Disney content, Universal, stuff like this. We don't really narrow ourselves into any one particular thing. We just go around and try to find cool places that we want to share with you guys.
And thank you so much to our members. If you're interested to support the channel in any way, the link is in the description. But thank you guys so much for coming along with us.
Yes, what an adventure. And we will be back, just so you guys know. But till we see you next time, guys, remember, there's only one way to live.
In the moment, guys.
In the moment.
See you next video.